14h.
The scenes you are watching now are all part of the day-to-day activities of students at IUHS, International University High School. This school is a multinational boarding and day school spread over 95 acres of woodland and playing fields 16 miles north of London. The campus is located only a short 45-minute ride from London's main international airport at Heathrow. While possessing its own identity and facilities, IUHS has the unique advantage of sharing resources with U.S. International University Europe. This includes its excellent library and auditorium, as well as a large campus beautifully laid out over the Hertfordshire countryside. In this film, we want you to find out firsthand about IUHS. You will meet the headmaster, as well as two students who will describe their own experiences. Juan Ibrahim, a young lady from Iraq, and Kurt Peters, an energetic young man from Houston, Texas. Juan spoke very little English when she arrived here 3 years ago, but she seems to have done quite well with the school's English as a Foreign Language program.
When I first came here, my English was real poor. And since, it's an international high school, you really have to speak English, and that really helped. Now it's much improved. English seems to me like my first language now. I can speak freely. Like before, I have to think about the words I want to say before I say them.
Kurt had to leave his high school in Houston for his senior year when his father was assigned to a project in the North Sea. He was quite apprehensive about the transition.
I figured it was going to be kind of hard to get into the swing of things and meeting people, but it's really a good experience to meet different types of people. I've never had that type of experience in Houston or in the United States anywhere.
IUHS follows an American curriculum, and classes are offered in all the major high school subjects. Graduates are thus thoroughly prepared for entrance into American colleges and universities. The American system is in demand for various and quite different reasons these days. As the headmaster explains,
well, for American expatriate families, of course, one of the definite advantages for an overseas school is that they want to have their children continue in the American education which they've begun and which they hope eventually to return to. We're finding that for other nationalities, for international students, the advantage the American system has is its flexibility. Systems such as the UK GCE system or the French baccalaureate are systems that require somebody to be almost born into, or at least not enter much beyond age 11 or 12, and then there's a whole series of examinations which are extremely difficult, and if you haven't been brought up in the system, very difficult to cope with indeed.
This year I'm studying chemistry, physics, trigonometry, French, English, and U.S. history, and hopefully I want to take U.S. government too. They seem to be like a lot of subjects and hard ones, but I really don't have any problem with them. They are hard, but at the same time, the way the teachers put it makes it seem very easy. So I can cope with all of these subjects at the same time without any problem.
the faculty and administration of IUHS are well aware of the need to prepare students and their parents for the university admissions process. There is a full program of counseling through each stage, selecting courses, taking examinations, and preparing applications for the universities.
In terms of the university application process, one important component that concerns families and students alike is making sure that they've had the proper examinations. Like most good overseas schools, we provide the service of preparing students for the SAT and administering the test right here on campus. For international students, another important factor is the ability to take the TOEFL, Test of English as a Foreign Language. This test is widely used by U.S. universities to determine the English capability of foreign students.
I had no idea about American university and their system. because I come from in our country, and I know how it was done. So I just came up to one of the teachers, and he told me all about it. And they recommended the exams I should take, like the SAT and everything. They were a really great help.
IUHS has indeed been able to attract an outstanding faculty.
One of the other comparisons that I've been able to make over the years is that because of their location and because they are independent schools, international schools not only seem to attract the better student, but very definitely the better faculty. These are teachers that care about kids. They're into education. They want to be in an international environment. They're not concerned with security, when's my next pay rise, unionism, etc. They're there to teach. They're there to travel. They're there to give all they've got.
Good start, solid start here. On your construction line, nice and painted.
So far in this film, you have seen that traditional subjects like language, science, and mathematics have a high priority at IUHS. But there is also an outstanding program of fine arts. Music courses are available for credit and as extracurricular activity. Studio courses in art are very popular, and all are encouraged to develop an interest. Kurt was in fact one student who discovered that he had a hidden talent.
When I first started pottery, I wasn't into it. It wasn't my thing, but I got in there and I started doing it and realized that it came easier to me than most people. My teacher was explaining to me that it took her like 2 weeks to understand how to work the wheel and how to center the clay and everything and how to flatten it out and all this other stuff. And I figured it out in 2 days. She was a bit surprised.
Be very careful how you take your hands off. Very, very fine.
There's a lot of sports going on at the school. Like I play football and basketball, and we play like schools Aberdeen and ASL and other schools in the surrounding area.
IUHS competes athletically in a confederation called the Associated Independent Schools of Great Britain, which includes schools from as far away as Aberdeen in Scotland. IUHS recently played host to the league's soccer tournament on its superb playing fields on campus. Last season, the school's basketball team won the championship with an enviable record of 12-1. In addition to interscholastic competition, there is a full sports program for all, like tennis in good weather and intramural volleyball right through the winter months. There is also a heated indoor swimming pool on campus for student use all year round. In addition to obvious advantages for sports and recreation, the extensive campus also provides IUHS with excellent facilities for its residential program. The school fully accepts the responsibility of in loco parentis. Student dormitories are located in the 4 corner towers of the main quadrangle, and comfortably furnished double and single occupancy rooms are available. Boys and girls live separately, of course, and each dormitory is proctored by faculty members who are resident with their families. Meals are served in the main dining hall, which is shared with the university. Here there is a wide choice of both American and international dishes daily, as well as a vegetarian menu. The high school's administration provides important assistance to students, many of whom may be living abroad for the first time. There are often problems with visas or alien registration to be sorted out, as well as more personal needs like phone calls to home, regulation of pocket money, or the all-important handling of student mail. All this is in addition to organizing field trips and excursions, which are an integral part of the school's curriculum. For example, study trips to nearby Oxford, the city of spires, affords the opportunity to examine the college tutorial system of this city's historic university. Stratford-upon-Avon is a favorite excursion for English and drama classes, a chance to see Shakespeare's work performed by the most respected repertory company in the English-speaking world. And just across the channel, great centers of European art and history like Amsterdam, the Venice of the North, and of course, the special ambiance of Paris. London itself could hardly be improved upon as a center for learning and entertainment for all age groups. There is theater and dance, cinema, concerts, as well as art galleries and museums. Theatre trips are organized by the high school and are designed to be as inexpensive as possible. And there are the great festivals associated with the English monarchy. Only 30 minutes from the campus by public transportation, students can experience the pageantry of a long and spectacular tradition. London is certainly a popular and, fortunately, a safe city for teenagers. Let Kurt tell why.
I was glad to hear that the school that I was going to was going to be close to London. And you're in London, there's plenty of things to do. And I mean, if you know, to get to one place to the other, the tubes are easy. I mean, you don't need a car or a motorcycle or anything like that. You can just jump on the tube and go from like Leicester Square to Oxford Street or something if you want to do some shopping. It's nice to, on a Saturday, go up and see a movie or a play, or go to the Barbican and see the symphony or something like that. It's very, very accessible entertainment in London. It's just easy.
International University High School offers students from any nation in the world a rich experience in learning and living. A complete secondary school program based on the very best in American education. Graduates fulfill all the necessary requirements for U.S. university admission in a supportive academic environment. Perhaps most important to young people today, the international character of this school demands the maturity and understanding from its graduates to make decisions based on personally rational grounds, free from ignorance, superstition, and bigotry. If what you have seen in this film appeals to you, please inquire for more information. You could become part of a learning and caring community of teachers and students, which will shape the rest of your education and indeed your adult life. Write to the Headmaster, International University High School, The Avenue, Bushey, England.